In this lecture, you will see how to adjust the terrain algorithm to get all different types of effects on the terrain. Now, back to Unity. Something that I need to show you is one of the things you can change for the algorithm is to go from the normal to discrete. Now, what do I mean by discrete? Now, discrete means that everything happens with steep steps. What do we mean steep steps? Well, if you guys are familiar with rice fields, things happen on different levels. It's very similar to stairs. Alright, so click on discrete and then you can change the discrete division and the discrete multiplication. So leave it to 40 and 40, which are the default values, and then click on generate. And you will see in no time that we get some kind of like rice fields looking for the mountains. Check this out. Alright, you guys see that? So now it's pretty cool. It looks very like Minecraft-ish. So if that's something that you want, go ahead and feel free to use that. Alright, having said so, I prefer not to use this because it's harder for a character to move from one step to another. Unless you definitely want the character to start jumping, which could be also some kind of like a 3D Mario Bros type of game. Okay? Alright. So feel free to change the discrete division and multiplication, and you will see that things change as we change this. Alright, so let's go with these values and click on generate, and you will see that this will change the height of the stairs as well as how spread it is. Alright, you guys see that? Now it's a lot less spread, and it looks more like pixelish art or pixel art looking. So it's up to you at this point, and go for it and play with these settings. Alright, now something else that's also very interesting is that you can remove the custom terrains that are already made for you and adjust the algorithm. And these are called algorithms: the pink noise, the below noise, and the ridge noise. Now, if you're not from math background or computer science background, you might not know what these are about. Even if you're from computer science, you may never have crossed these. So these are algorithms to generate map noise, and these are different noise. Now, some other noise are also the Pellerin noise. You may have heard about it, that I've used especially in previous lectures to create the camera shake when on game over. So these are other types of noise, and you can change the octave, the persistence, and the multiplication. So let's locate the below noise and just click on generate, and you will see that the terrain will look totally different because we're using a different noise than the usual noise. And as you can see right now, it's actually almost non-existent. And the reason why this is happening is that because we chose nothing, but you can use a gain and try different ones. Now, the below noise is going to just spread trees around, so it's going to be very smooth and very flat. If you want something more adequate, use maybe the pink noise and increase the octave and the multiplication for the actual height of the mountains, and then click on generate, and it's about to happen. Alright, now as you can see, we have lots of stairs and it's actually very high. So it could be very cool, especially if you change the color of the grass from green to red, which will make red mountains like it is in Texas, in America, right? Very cool, right? In the United States. So something else you might want to do is reduce the octave and reduce the multiplication. And let's click on generate. And obviously this will not be as high, right? So feel free to play with that. Same thing, persistence again, and remove the multiplication. Let's go actually a higher persistence and generate. Alright, by the way, as you can see, the gain here is at the maximum, so that's why this happens. If you put the modifications a bit down and increase the octave and the multiplication, now this will work better. It will be a bit smoother because the modification was way too high. As you can see now, it's a bit down. So feel free to change the modification to something higher depending on how high you want the mountains to be, right? So play with that, okay? And also, if you want to change the actual noise, change the seed, the entry seed. So I'm going to go from 42 to let's say 268, a random seed of 268. Click on generate, and this will look totally different. All right, you guys see that? Now you can put a smaller seed, that's not a problem, and click on generate, and each seed will totally change the actual look and feel of the land. All right. So again, another seed, click on generate, and there we go. Cool, totally different. Now, feel free to play also with the ridge noise and see which one you prefer. You can go with gain and click on generate, and the ridge noise will be obviously like on the ridges. It says it on top. Right, there you go. As you can see, a lot smoother and a lot mountainish looking. Change the octaves if you want and the multiplication, and this will in no time change the look and feel of the field. All right, I'm not going to spend too much of your time here, and that's all I wanted to show you. The next step is to also blend the two noises. I'm going to show that in the next lecture.